Okay. So the last spread I want to show you, just to illustrate the point that you can make your own spreads. The point is the conscious mind needs to identify what the positions are before the cards hit the table. So I would suggest getting out a piece of paper, writing out the things, the positions you want to know, putting them in some geometric form, meditating on it a little bit, then shuffling the cards and laying them out.
But using whatever the association means to you. I
Yes,
mean, I'm
you
sure
have
there's
to
a
know.
much deeper, but
There's a
that's
personal level where you have to know what the positions mean. Otherwise, you're just going to have a lot of data.
right.
So I created this for myself and for my clients so that I could get clarity on relationships, not to say how the relationships were going to go, but what the dynamics are. So I laid down the first card, which usually represents the significator. Okay.
Okay.
The opposite side would be the other person. Okay. So right there shows me two individual people. One coming from a scorpionic place, one coming from the Ace of Blades, which a new thought has popped into their heads. The third position does not mean the subconscious here. It means the bottom line. What's going on physically here? Oh, and for this is an oppressive relationship physically. Although nobody's looking at it, it's completely reversed. The next position would be the eagle eye. Spiritually, what's going on here? What is the spiritual lesson? What is the spiritual atmosphere, the higher aspect? Oh, jealousy. So there, yeah,
Wow.
this is a fucked up relationship. Well, figures it's got a Scorpio in it. Oh, fancy kidding. Great. Get scorpionic emails now. The next card I will lay down in the center, and that means initial outcome, saying that how all this merges together. Well, another ace, that this is probably a new relationship, and because this is reversed, says that there are some landmines buried in this relationship, and a lot of them have to do with a push and pull. Some fantasies are in place, as well as there is an essential power struggle going on, but that's what the lesson is. So, of course, if there's a power struggle and a jealousy lesson being learned, which is always about lack and you having something that I don't, then of course the relationship on a bottom line is going to be oppressive, but who really looks at that in the beginning of a relationship? Definitely with a Scorpio involved here, this is about a power struggle of some either sex, money, power, something along those lines. Now, I could have just left it there, but that wasn't enough for me at the time. I said, well, I want to know, how does this person experience this situation on the bottom line? So I laid a card there. With the card of celebration, that's the card of judgment. It might very well say that this might be the last time this person has to do this, that they've already learned a lot about this, or the other way of looking at this is that the person is just so happy that they're with somebody they don't care.
Sounds like some relationship I've heard
Yeah,
before.
there's been relationships I've been in. So then how does the other person experience that? Oh, conflict. Wow, I don't know who this is. I wasn't focusing on anyone in particular, but definitely with the card of conflict there, this person is kind of sort of, I'm not going to say any one person is all the problem in a relationship, but this is the person who's coming from a conflicted place, where this person might very well feel like they're walking into a trap. This person kind of has set the trap. How does this person experience this higher aspect? Focus. That's interesting, that it has to do with their mind and how they're thinking. Because focus, again, is neutral. It depends on what you're focusing on. How does this person experience that higher aspect? Well, wow, this is a very interesting spread here. With the Two of Cups reversed, it says that perhaps there really is a true love aspect here, or at least a very strong attraction. That this might be the only way that they can learn this lesson, is to really be drawn into this. How does this person experience this new beginning, this new seed? Well, with criticism, which means that perhaps they're not as blindly going into this as we would think, that they might very well be aware of what the pitfalls are as they go, and they're using it as almost a test case to really, really get clear on who they are and what relationship lessons are for them. How does this person experience the initial outcome? Oh, very interesting. Look at the similarity of those two cards. They're both air cards, but this one is about manipulation. Now, we've spoken about manipulation before. If you have a headache and you take an aspirin, you're manipulating yourself. You say a prayer for someone, healing work, it's all manipulation. But this card is mental, so it means spinning it. This person might very well be spinning this in their mind, and I mean like political spin, kind of turning the way that they see it and manipulating the facts so that they come out usually looking better, or perhaps feeling worse. Then I lay down a final card to kind of say this is the ultimate keynote of this relationship. Well, the card of the sun, now tilted. The sun is a card of happiness and a card of perhaps evolution, enlightenment, seeing things in clarity in the light of day. It is tilted to a 90-degree angle, which says to me that perhaps this relationship will continue because healing can come in. And honestly, if I was reading this for a client, I would say, well, all's well that ends well, at least for now. The light will come. What is dysfunctional will be exposed, and happiness is possible, which I would hope in a situation as really kind of crappy as some of these cards are laid out in tandem. No one card kind of does that, but certainly the conflict card next to the card of oppression, which remember is an adjunct of the devil card, with manipulation, just on this side of the reading says to me that this person's got a lot to heal, but perhaps this person is up for it, and if they can get over their jealousy issues, which is really what it's all about, possessiveness, lack, feeling less than, therefore you have to steal from another person or hate the other person for what they have, perhaps this can be overcome. But it doesn't say that the relationship will stay together or fall apart. It just gives somewhat the form, but also the healing content that's available in the reading. Cool?
Very cool.
Isn't that a neat spread to do? And that one I came up with myself, and I only use it here so that people can understand that they can certainly create their own spreads as needed. And we also deal with that in the workshop when I teach this.
I think it's really important for people to know that since the whole thing really is a very intuitive process, that they're able to use their own intuition, not that it has to follow some guided rule,
right?
Because it is all about intuition. I mean, you set up your own boundaries. You obviously have to know which each spot means for yourself,